So hi guys, welcome back to the SA20 tournament of 2025-26. The tournament is heating up. We are into the last two matches of the group stage. Joburg Super Kings, they suffered a defeat yesterday out of absolutely nowhere, which has opened up the tournament completely. And now suddenly, MI Cape Town, they are looking to win with a bonus point today. They need to win with the bonus point if they want to keep their hopes alive of qualifying. If MI Cape Town don't get the bonus point today, they'll be eliminated from this tournament. No doubt about that. And Joburg Super Kings, unfortunately, I don't know what is happening to them towards the back end of the tournament, and they are suffering with a lot of injuries and a lot of players not available. Shubham Ranjane has gone back for national duty. Faf du Plessis is out with injury. Now Donovan Ferreira has also suffered an injury for Joburg Super Kings, so clearly not looking good for JSK as they lost yesterday, a match which they should have won in all probabilities. They had Pretoria Capitals at 7 for 5, and from there they couldn't close out the deal. They allowed Pretoria Capitals to score 143, and then they couldn't chase it down. So they couldn't chase down 144 yesterday. It was a very tricky conditions at the Wanderers. So a very huge loss yesterday for Joburg Super Kings, and that is what has kept Durban Super Giants and MI Cape Town alive in this tournament. And a simple scenario is, if MI Cape Town win this match with a bonus point and Joburg Super Kings loses tomorrow to Paarl Royals, then MI Cape Town will qualify for the playoffs as the fourth team. If Joburg Super Kings wins tomorrow, then irrespective of today's result, Joburg Super Kings will qualify for the playoffs. If MI Cape Town wins this match and doesn't get the bonus point, and Joburg Super Kings loses tomorrow to Paarl Royals, then Durban Super Giants will qualify for the playoffs. So many permutations and combinations. We'll have a look at the points table once. So the points table is loading, but that is the scenario as I said. So MI Cape Town must win with a bonus point today. Sunrisers Eastern Cape have won the toss and elected to bowl first. This match is happening at the St. George's Park in Gokeberha, a ground where chasing is really tough actually, in all honesty. So it will be very tough for Sunrisers Eastern Cape. If no team has ever chased above 165 at this particular venue at the St. George's Park. So 165 is the magic total, and there you go. This is the points table here. The Joburg Super Kings, they are out of the top 4, stuck at the 5th position. MI Cape Town are at the last position now, but a win will get them to 5th position, but that won't be enough. They need to win with a bonus point if they want to really go through and qualify for the playoffs. So out come the umpires, and the MI Cape Town openers will come out, and they need to really go all guns blazing here. They really need to set a good total, because a normal win won't be enough. They need to win with the bonus point. They let go of the bonus point in their previous game. At least can they win it with the bonus point today? They have another chance. It's now or never as far as MI Cape Town are concerned in this tournament, if the defending champions want to stay alive in this tournament. So out come the openers for the MI Cape Town. Rassie van der Dusen and Rian Rickelton are opening the batting as usual. And the Sunrisers Eastern Cape, obviously they've already qualified for the playoffs, but the defeat in their previous game against MI Cape Town has put them out of the top 2. So they need to win today to get back into the top 2 and strengthen their chances of playing the qualifier 1. Because tomorrow, then Sunrisers Eastern Cape need to win today's game and then hope that Paul Royals loses to Joburg Super Kings. Only then Sunrisers Eastern Cape can play the qualifier 1 against Pretoria Capitals. So that will be the scenario actually. So yeah, all in readiness. Rian Rickelton, he has scored 2 centuries in this tournament, but today's match is very, very important for MI Cape Town. They need to perform today because it's now or never. And Marco Jansen has the new ball in his hand. He's going to be bowling the first over for the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. So we're in for a cracker of a game here. Sunrisers Eastern Cape. They are the most successful team in this competition. They have qualified for the playoffs every single season. They have won the trophy twice. They have made it to the final 3 times. A very, very successful team. Can they deliver the knockout punch against MI Cape Town today? Can they deliver the knockout punch to the MI Cape Town today? All in readiness. Marco Jansen with the first ball. Rassie van der Dusen is on strike. First ball of the match. It's defended towards point. Was looking for the single there. Can't get it. Dot ball to start from Marco Jansen. But one thing I'm not able to understand, I don't know why teams are always obsessed with bowling first all the time. I mean, why can't they win the toss and bat first? It's a day match today. Put runs on the board, put pressure on the opposition, defend it. I don't know what is this obsession. Every match, if you see, the teams are always winning the toss, bowling first. Winning the toss, bowling first. In fact, I am tired of saying this actually. Win the toss, bat first. Put the pressure on the opposition. I don't know why teams are scared to bat first these days. That's defended again towards point. And another dot ball from Jansen. Teams think that they can chase down anything, but in all honesty, they themselves get trapped by winning the toss and bowling first. So in the end, the loser is the team which is bowling first. That is what is happening actually. Only that I will always appreciate the teams that wins the toss and bats first. They are the real brave teams. That is what I will say. That's driven again through covers. And Rassie van der Dusen gets off the mark with a couple of runs. The team that wins the toss and bats first in any format of the game, I would say, ODI cricket, T20 cricket, Test cricket, whichever format it is, if the team is winning the toss and batting first, whether they are winning or losing, at least they are having the courage to bat first. Because, I mean, we are seeing way too many times these days the teams just blindly opt to bowl. I don't know whether they are reading the conditions, not reading the conditions. I'm not sure about all those things. That's defended again by Van der Dusen towards covers. Another dot ball. So 2 runs from the first 4 balls in this over. Still 2 more deliveries left. Rassie van der Dusen has had a mixed tournament. Just 2 half centuries so far in this tournament for Rassie van der Dusen. The opening partnership becomes very important. Oh, it's a leading edge here over the fielders. Will that go away for 4? No, it won't. Good fielding by that fielder there. And Rassie van der Dusen picks up another couple of runs. So 4 runs have come from the first 5 balls. 1 more delivery left. Rickelton hasn't faced so far. The previous match, the Sunrisers Eastern Cape really pushed MI Cape Town in a run chase of 140. Pushed it till the last over and then eventually MI Cape Town got over the line. A match which MI Cape Town will rue the fact that they didn't go for the bonus point. Last ball of the over coming up. Oh, swings and misses. Another dot ball from Jansen to finish the over. 4 runs came from that over and MI Cape Town are 4 without loss after 1 over. So Adam Milne is the new bowler into the attack now for Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Ryan Rickleton on strike. Adam Milne over the wicket. And that's back of the lens. Rickleton drives it away towards deep extra covers and gets off the mark with a single. The second ball of the over coming up from Adam Milne. That's on a good length, and Rassi van der Dusen defends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Adam Milne. Well, if Mumbai Indians need to really get the bonus point, they need to really push hard. Try and get a big score on the board, and then try and defend it. Third ball of the over coming up, and that's back driven down the ground again towards long on. Van der Dusen picks up another single. There's 3 more deliveries left in this over. Just 2 runs from this over so far. Rickleton is back on strike. Ooh, and Adam Milne stops in his follow through. So I'm not quite sure what the delay is about. 3 more deliveries left in this over. I think Adam Milne has hurt himself here in the process. This is not good news as far as Sunrisers Eastern Cape are concerned. And he's going off actually, Adam Milne. So I think another bowler might have to complete this over here. Only 3 balls have been bowled. Tristan Stubbs is coming into the attack. I don't know what kind of a decision this is. So Ryan Rickleton is on strike. Looks like Tristan Stubbs is going to be completing this over for the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Oh, looking to flick it away. Appeal for LBW here. And the finger goes up. First wicket goes down for micapetown. I just thought for a moment, would that be sliding down the leg side? Rickleton has gone for the review here. I need to have a look at this. Was that sliding down the leg side? That's the big question. It hit him on the front pad. He was looking to flick it away. And what a decision here. Injury to Adam Milne, Tristan Stubbs comes into the attack and straight away provides the breakthrough for Sunrisers Eastern Cape, and that too the big wicket. Inform Ryan Rickleton. They've gone upstairs here for the review. They need to have a look at this though. It is hit him on the front pad, looking to play across the line, not a great idea. It looks pretty adjacent, but I don't know whether it's missing leg stump here. Flat line as the ball passes the bat. No bat involved. Move to ball tracking. So flat line as the ball passes the bat. Move to ball tracking. Pitching outside off, impact in line. Wickets missing. So Ryan Rickleton survives. I did think that it might be missing leg stump. The angle suggested that. So Ryan Rickleton survives. That was a big scare actually. Not out is the decision. It has been reversed. So the opening partnership will continue and 2 more deliveries left in this over. But what a start from Tristan Stubbs. Never easy to replace an injured bowler, and straight away bang on the money. 5th ball of the over coming up. The handy bowler is Tristan Stubbs. Cut away this time, straight to point. Another dot ball to start another dot ball from Tristan Stubbs. So last ball of the over coming up. Another quicker delivery flicked away straight to mid-wicket. Another dot ball to finish the over. Just 2 runs came from that over. And micapetown are 6 without loss after 2 overs. So good start here from the Sunrisers bowlers, really putting the pressure on the micapetown batters, looking to pick up a few wickets here. So Marco Jansen continuing into his second over, and Van der Dusen flicks it away towards mid-wicket and picks up another quick single. Really good running between the wickets there. So Ryan Rickleton is back on strike. Setting the fields here, changing the fields. Second ball of the over coming up. That's back of the length again. Ryan Rickleton defends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Jansen. This time on a good length again, defended by Rickleton towards covers. Make that another dot ball. Just one run from the first 3 balls in this over, still 3 balls left. Really good over so far. Rickleton needs to find some boundaries here. Goes for the pull again, unable to make connection. It's too high as well, given as a wide by the umpire. So Janssen has to reload that one again. This time Rickleton hits it down the ground to mid-on and picks up another single. So still no boundaries in this innings. Good start here from the Sunrisers bowlers. Two more deliveries left in this over. Rassie van der Dusen is back on strike. Where are the boundaries coming from as far as micapetown are concerned? They need to win this with the bonus point. So far, a slow start from micapetown. Oh, extra bounce again. Beats the outside edge again. How did that miss the outside edge of Rassie van der Dusen? Nevertheless, another dot ball from Janssen. One more delivery left in this over. Just 3 runs from this over so far. Last ball of the over, and that's flicked away down the ground by van der Dusen towards mid-on and picks up another single to finish the over. 4 runs came from that over, and micapetown are 10 without loss after 3 overs. So a slow start here in the first 3 overs for micapetown. No boundaries so far. Rassie van der Dusen 7 from 11 balls. Rian Rickleton 2 from 7 balls. They need to win with a bonus point here at micapetown. And this is a very slow start. And now a new bowler into the attack. A man from BBL. Chris Green. Sydney Thunder player has arrived here at Sunrisers Eastern Cape, and straight away Rassie van der Dusen flicks it away towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to start the over. How passionate these cricketers are. He just finished his stint with the Sydney Thunder in the Big Bash League, and he has straight away arrived here at Sunrisers Eastern Cape in a few days time, and he's already playing in the 11. Really good bowler, really good batter, finisher down the order is Chris Green. Rian Rickleton now back on strike. So Green coming around the wicket now, and Rickleton drives it straight to covers again. Another dot ball. So good start here. Good decision to give the ball to Chris Green inside the power play. Short and wide, cut away. Oh, good fielding at covers. Oh, there was a chance of run out there as well. Rickleton looking for the single there, but then not able to complete the single. So just 1 run from the first 3 balls of this over. Still 3 balls left. Goes for a sweep, uphill for LBW, and the finger goes up again. Will he go for the review again now? Rickleton. It's been a huge struggle for Ryan Rickleton. 10 balls he has faced, scored only 2 runs at a strike rate of 20 if you don't mind. And once again has been given out LBW. They've gone upstairs for the review. So we need to have a look at this one. Chris Green on return to the SA20. Has he picked up a wicket here? Couldn't pick up that many wickets in the BBL for Sydney Thunder. Had a very average season, to be honest. But you can't take away, just because he had a average season, that doesn't take away his quality though. And I think he has picked up a wicket here. Unless this is missing leg stump once again, which I really doubt so. Was there bat involved in that? That is another big question. So a very circumspect start here from MI Cape Town. It's a must-win match with a bonus point and not the ideal start if you are an MI Cape Town fan. I think Rickleton has already started to walk. I think he already knows that this could be adjacent enough. He moved a long way across to the off stump and looking to sweep it away leg side there. Looking to drag it from outside the off stump. Rickleton has started to walk already. Even before the ball tracking has come up, he has already started to walk. We might need to look at ball tracking. We have seen some low scoring thrillers in this SA20 tournament. Scores like 140, 130, teams struggling to chase down. A flat line as the ball passes the bat. Might need to go to ball tracking. Pitching outside off, impact in line. Wickets hitting the stumps. So it is out. Ryan Rickleton. He already started to walk and now he's fully walking back to the pavilion. Finger goes up again. Chris Green provides the breakthrough for Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Ryan Rickleton is out after scoring 2 runs from 10 balls, and MI Cape Town are now 11 for 1 after 3.4 overs. So Reza Hendricks is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 3 for MI Cape Town. 2 more deliveries left in this over. This time tossed up again. Hendricks defends it on the front foot towards covers. Another dot ball from Chris Green. Last ball of the over coming up. Short delivery, it's pulled away, a little bit of an inside edge. It's past fine leg and that'll be 4. Finally, the first boundary of the innings coming at the end of the 4th over. Reza Hendricks with an inside edge, past fine leg for 4 to finish that over. Reza Hendricks gets off the mark with a boundary. 5 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Ryan Rickleton. And MI Cape Town are 15 for 1 after 4 overs. So James Coles is The new bowler into the attack now for SEC. And Van der Dusen goes for a slog sweep and he nails it. Nails it out of the ground for 6. That's a massive shot. First ball of the over, bringing out the slog sweep. And starts the over with a 6. First 6 of this innings. And first 6 for Rassie Van der Dusen. And this time Van der Dusen flicks it away towards deep mid-wicket and picks up another single. 7 runs from the first 3 balls of this over. James Coles is a handy bowler actually. Bowled really well against Joburg Super Kings. All-round performance against Joburg Super Kings. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Ooh, gives himself room there, Hendricks, and defends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Coles. That's too wide. Too wide, given as a wide by the umpire. So Coles has to reload that one again. Last ball of the over coming up, and that's in fact still 1 more delivery left. That's flicked away towards the square leg and another dot ball. So 8 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over. Oh, chipped in the air just over the bowler. Long off, mid off comes around as well, and Hendricks picks up another single to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over, and micapetown are 24 for 1 after 5 overs. So this partnership now 13 from 8 balls, current run rate only 4.80, and this has been an issue these days for the teams batting first. They're not able to accelerate in the power play. Senioran Muthuswamy is the new bowler into the attack, another really good bowler. Wily bowler, can contain runs in the middle overs. Hendricks on strike. Gives himself room, goes over the top of the offside, and that's all the way I think for 6. What a beauty of a shot there from Reza Hendricks. That is exactly what he's good at. Frees his arms so well and starts the over with a maximum. Welcomes Senioran Muthuswamy with a 6. This time again giving himself room, flicks it leg side towards deep mid wicket, and they'll push for 2 here I think. Yeah, another couple of runs for Reza Hendricks. So Hendricks keeps the strike. 4 more deliveries left in this over. And that's flicked away again, and that's in the gap again for another boundary. Rassie Van der Dusen, is it? No, it's Reza Hendricks actually. who picks up another boundary in this over. So straight away, Senior and Muthuswamy put under a lot of pressure. 12 runs from the first 3 balls of this over. This time goes for the pull shot and under edge towards fine leg. And another couple of runs for Reza Hendricks. An expensive over here from Senior and Muthuswamy. Normally you won't see Muthuswamy going for these many runs. 14 runs from this over. Still 2 balls left. Hendricks on the attack here for micapetown. Goes for the sweep again. It's on the under edge again. This might go away for 4, you know. Yes, it does. Very quick outfield here at the St. George's Park. Another boundary, and what an over this is turning out to be for micapetown. 18 runs from this over. Still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over, another quicker ball. It's punched down the ground to mid-on, and Reza Hendricks picks up another single to finish the over. 19 runs came from that over, and micapetown are now 43 for 1 after 6 overs after the power play. So Senior and Muthuswamy straight away taken down for 19 runs. Expensive over. And micapetown ahead of the rate now. Current run rate 7.17. Remember, 160-170 is the magical score. It will be very tough to chase those totals. James Coles into the attack. And it's driven straight to deep extra covers. And Hendricks picks up another single to start the over. This time tossed up again. Van der Dusen drives it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. This time forcefully driven through the offside. Deep extra covers comes around, and Reza Hendricks picks up another couple of runs. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Short and wide again, cut away, past covers, and Reza Hendricks picks up another single. 5 runs have come from this over so far, still 2 balls left. Tossed up again, and Van der Dusen drives it down the ground to long off for another single. 6 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. The last ball of the over coming up, and that's cut away. Oh, straight to point. Good fielding at point there. Another dot ball to finish the over. So 6 runs came from that over, and micapetown are 49 for 1 after 7 overs. And it's also the time for the strategic timeout. So we come to the end of the strategic timeout, and MI Cape Town are now 49 for 1 after 7 overs. So Tristan Stubbs is continuing into the attack into his second over, and that's flicked away by Vander Dusen towards deep mid wicket, and picks up another single to start the over. Sunrisers Eastern Cape are one bowler short because Adam Milne is I don't know whether he's going to be available to bowl. He has gone back into the hut because of an injury. 50 comes up for MI Cape Town. 50 comes up in 7.1 overs. Ooh, edge there towards third man, doesn't take the single. So another dot ball. I think Stubbs will have to bowl at least 2 or 3 overs to make up for Adam Milne's overs. Very unfortunate to get injured like this. Too short, pulled away by Hendricks towards deep mid wicket. Picks up another single. Only able to take singles even against Tristan Stubbs. So an interesting match here. 3 more deliveries left in this over. I see Vander Dusen back on strike. Another quicker ball. Vander Dusen flicks it away. Are they pushing for 2? No, they are not. Just a single for Vander Dusen. Two more deliveries left in this over. Shot again, pulled away again. I think he's found the gap this time. Beats mid wicket, beats deep mid wicket for 4. Finally gets the boundary there. Reza Hendricks. 2 shots on that occasion from Tristan Stubbs. And Reza Hendricks looking really good here with his 4th boundary in this innings. Last ball of the over, shot again, it's pulled again towards deep mid wicket, picks up another single to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over, and MI Cape Town are now 57 for 1 after 8 overs. So Hendrik Nokia is the new bowler into the attack now for Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Hendricks on strike. That's back of the length. Hendricks drives it, misfield that covers. Goes down the ground to long off, and Reza Hendricks picks up another single to start the over. So good, isn't it, to see how these batters handle these tough conditions. Rassi Vander Dusen is back on strike. He has to take the responsibility here. Vander Dusen, back of the length again, defended towards point, and Vander Dusen picks up another single. MI Cape Town should have pushed for the bonus point in the previous match, but they didn't do that. They missed the bonus point, and now there's so much pressure. Third ball of the over coming up. That's on a good length, flicked away again by Hendricks towards deep mid wicket, and picks up another single. 3 singles to start this over. Still 3 more deliveries left. Showing yesterday's match, Joburg Super Kings unfortunately couldn't chase down the total of 144. They lost, and that is what has opened the door suddenly in this tournament. Let's hit down the ground again by Van der Dusen. Picks up another single here. Good over here from Hendrik Nokia. Just 4 runs from this over, still 2 balls left. This is one venue where run scoring is extremely hard in the middle overs. So we can expect this. Even Sunrisers Eastern Cape will struggle in the run chase. Only 2 times the teams chasing have won at this particular venue. Obviously, Paul Royals won their game at this venue against Sunrisers Eastern Cape, and Durban Super Giants also won their game at this particular venue. Today, Sunrisers Eastern Cape themselves will be chasing. Shot this time, pulled away by Hendricks. Has he found the gap? Yes, he has. Timely boundary here. 2 shot there from Hendrik Nokia. Beautifully placed in the gap by Riza Hendricks. Moves into the 40s now with another boundary. Last ball of the over coming up, and it's on a good length, defended again towards covers, and Riza Hendricks picks up another single to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over, and micapetown are now 66 for 1 after 9 overs. So 11 more overs left in this innings. Micapetown, can they push towards 140, 150 at least from here? Chris Green now back into the attack, into his second over. Quicker delivery again, flicked away by Hendricks. And picks up another single to start the over. So Rassie Van der Dusen is back on strike. Van der Dusen gives himself room, flicks it towards short fine leg, and picks up another single here. Leg by single it is. Shot this time, pulled away again by Hendricks. Has he found the gap here? Oh, excellent fielding. Excellent fielding at deep square leg. Little bit of dark shadows there, not able to see it. But he does well. Another couple of runs for Riza Hendricks as he nears his half century. His partnership now 59 from 35 balls between Rassie Van der Dusen and Riza Hendricks. Oh, a quicker delivery this time. Looking to flick it away, flicks it towards square leg and picks up another single. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, goes for the sweep. Is it a wide down the leg side? They are appealing here. The screen was appealing. It's not given as a wide. It's not given as out. Maybe it might have brushed the pad on its way. Having a discussion whether to go for the review. They are not going for the review. So another dot ball it is. Really good over again from Chris Green. Just 5 runs from this over, still 1 ball left. The last ball of the over coming up. Oh, it's bowled him! What a beauty there from Chris Green. Building the pressure. Single, dot ball, double. And then in the end, he castles through. Rassie van der Dusen looking to play across the line there to a straight delivery. Loses his off stump in the process, and this partnership has been broken. Chris Green again. He's picked up both the wickets in this innings so far. Outstanding piece of bowling. Van der Dusen is on his way. He has all his variations, Chris Green. I think it was the off spinner. Just turned back in a little bit. And knocking back the middle and off stump. Fantastic bowling from Chris Green. 2 for 9 now in his 2 overs so far for the Australian. Rassie van der Dusen is gone for 21. And Micapetown are 71 for 2 after 10 overs at the halfway mark of this innings. So finally, they have broken this partnership. Chris Green doing his magic with the ball. So Nicholas Pooran is the new batter to the crease. Power hitter. You all know what he can do with the bat. A 6 hitter, of course, and they need plenty of them today if they want to get a decent score and win with a bonus point. Just a win won't be enough. They need the bonus point today, Micapetown. And for that, they have to really go big. They have to really attack the bowlers. Senior and Muthuswamy now back into the attack. Reza Hendricks, 5 runs away from a half century. Short and wide, slower through the air, and Hendricks hits it down the ground to long off. Picks up another single to start the over. Nicholas Pooran is back on strike. The last time these two teams played against each other, Muthuswamy got the better of Nicholas Pooran. So again, Micapetown's batting are not looking convincing at all. In another must-win game. You don't want to be in so many must-win games like this. If Micapetown loses today, they'll be eliminated from this tournament officially. Even a win without the bonus point, they will be eliminated. That's flicked away by Pooran. Gets off the mark with a single. So 4 more deliveries left in this over. Again, outstanding bowling, defended towards points. Once again, slower through the air, and this is what Senior and Muthuswamy is really good at. He'll just toss it up, slows up his pace, and another dot ball. Short and wide this time, cut away by Hendricks towards deep extra covers, and picks up another single. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Nicholas Pooran is back on strike. On the pads again, flicked away by Pooran, picks up another single. Just 4 runs from this over so far, still 1 ball left. Really good over again from Muthuswamy. But Chris Green has been the pick of the bowlers so far, 2 for 9 in his 2 overs. He has been absolutely brilliant. Finished his BBL, he's come to the SA20 and bang, picks up 2 wickets, puts the pressure on the opposition. Last ball of the over. Short and wide, cut away again by Hendricks towards deep extra covers, and picks up another single to finish the over. 5 runs came from that over. And Micapetown are now 76 for 2 after 11 overs. So Chris Green continuing into his second over. That's back of the length. Hendricks drives it down the ground to long on. Picks up another single to start the over. So Pooran is back on strike, second ball of the over. Green coming around the wicket. And is driven again by Pooran straight to covers. Doesn't take the single. Another dot ball from Chris Green. Quicker delivery again on the stumps. He's not giving anything to the batters. He's not giving any room or any freedom for the batters to free their arms. Another dot ball here from Green. That's on the pads again, looking to flick it away. Appeal for LBW, but I think sliding down the leg side. This has been a fantastic spell from Chris Green. Absolutely brilliant. 3 consecutive dot balls, 2 more deliveries left in this over. Ooh, looking to drive again, a little bit of an inside edge towards mid-wicket for another dot ball. What an over this is turning out to be. Just 1 run coming from this over. These are all valuable overs for Sunrisers Eastern Cape. The last ball of the over coming up. Oh, that's defended again, back to the bowler. What an over, what a spell this is turning out to be. Chris Green, your little beauty. Just 1 run came from that over. And micapetown are now 77 for 2 after 12 overs. So James Coles now back into the attack. Short and wide. Hendricks cuts it away straight to point. Again a dot ball to start the over. Hendricks 1 run away from a half century. Well deserved half century actually. He has been the one batter who has played well for micapetown today. Quicker delivery this time. Flicked away again. Towards deep mid wicket. Picks up the single and a half century here for Reza Hendricks. This has been a really good knock. 50 from 33 balls with 5 boundaries and 1 sixer at a strike rate of 151.52. A really good knock, a really mature knock has to be said from Reza Hendricks. And now Nicholas Pooran is back on strike. Third ball of the over coming up. Pooran goes for a slog sweep, is bowled him here. Coles has got the breakthrough. Pooran looking for the slog sweep there. It's gone right underneath his legs, I think. And the third wicket goes down for micapetown. Really struggle here for all the other batters of micapetown. Only Reza Hendricks has looked good so far. All the other batters not able to keep the scoreboard moving. The spinners are really putting on a show here. In fact, it's an inside edge back onto the stumps from Pooran. And the Sunrisers Eastern Cape pick up another wicket. 3 down now, micapetown. James Coles, he has this ability of breaking partnerships and picking up wickets. Pooran is gone for 2. MI Cape Town are 78 for 3 after 12.3 overs. So George Linde is the new batter to the crease for MI Cape Town. Really struggling here, MI Cape Town at the moment. 78 for 3 after 12.3 overs. Current run rate only 6.24. But at the moment, only Reza Hendricks looks set. Depending on Reza Hendricks to get them to a good score from here. Chris Green and now James Coles have provided the breakthroughs for Sunrisers Eastern Cape. 3 more deliveries left in this over. And that's a quicker ball again, flicked away straight to mid-wicket. Another dot ball from James Coles. 2 more deliveries left in this over. It's tossed up again and George Linde defends it towards covers. Make that another dot ball. Last ball of the over coming up. That's flicked away again down the ground by Linde towards long on and picks up another single to finish the over. George Linde gets off the mark with a single. 2 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Nicholas Pooran, and MI Cape Town are 79 for 3 after 13 overs. So still Jason Smith and Karen Pollard to come in after this. They're all finishers. James Coles is continuing into his last over. So far a very good spell, 1 for 17. Oh, in fact, Tristan Stubbs is back into the attack. And Linde drives it straight to covers. Another dot ball to start the over. That's full again and Linde drives it back to the bowler again. Another dot ball here. 2 dot balls to start this over. Short and wide, cut away, straight to point. Make that 3 dot balls in a row from Tristan Stubbs. Outstanding bowling. Goes big this time, comes down the wicket, he hits it down the ground. And it's so put down, is it? Really good effort by that fielder there. Really good effort, couldn't hold on to the catch. And George Linde picks up another couple of runs here. Don't know whether that will go down as a drop catch. Another couple of runs for Linde. Really struggling here, the MI Cape Town batters. 2 more deliveries left in this over. It looks like any time a wicket can go down the way they are batting. It's driven again, straight to covers. Can't take the single. Another dot ball. Now 1 more delivery left in this over. There's 2 runs from this over so far. The last ball of the over coming up. And that's driven down the ground to long off. And George Linde picks up another single to finish the over. 3 runs came from that over. and Micapetown are 82 for 3 after 14 overs. And it's also the time for another strategic timeout. So we come to the end of the strategic timeout, and Senor and Muthuswamy now back into the attack. Linde comes down the wicket, goes straight down the ground, and that'll go all the way for 6. That's a great way to start the over. It's gone straight onto the second tier, I guess. Beautiful shot there from George Linde, straight down the ground. Much needed 6 for Micapetown because the current run rate was in and around that 6 runs per over. 6 to start the over. And this time Linde comes down the wicket again, flicks it towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. The third ball of the over coming up from Sen Muthuswamy. Goes for the cut shot, he's nicked it. Past third man, will that go away for 4? No, it won't. The third man fielder does well, cuts it off. And Reza Hendricks picks up another couple of runs. Fourth ball of the over. Goes for the reverse sweep. Can't make connection. Another dot ball from Sen Muthuswamy. Excellent bowling here. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Goes for the sweep again. Reza Hendricks towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. 10 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. The last ball of the over coming up. Goes for a switch hit. Gets it towards deep. Extra covers. Good fielding again. And Linde picks up another single to finish the over. So good recovery after conceding the 6 of the first ball. Just 11 runs came from that over. And micapetown are now 93 for 3 after 15 overs. 93 for 3 after 15 overs. So 5 more overs left in this innings. Chris Green back into the attack into his last over. And Linde goes big straight away. Takes on Green and clears long on. That's all the way for 6. What a counter attack this is from George Linde. Once again starting an over with a 6. Pressure back on Chris Green. He's bowled well so far. This is counter-attacking at its best. Second 6 for Linde in this innings. So second ball of the over coming up. Goes offside this time. And that's over extra covers for another 6. Clears long off. Back-to-back 6s from George Linde to start the 16th over. 100 comes up now for micapetown. What a beautiful shot that was. Hitting through the line. He can do this. George Linde has the capability with the bat. Picks up a couple of 6s to start this over. Make that 3 6s in a row. Another 6 down the ground over long on from George Linde. Goodness gracious me, Chris Green bowled really well so far. But he's been taken down in this over by George Linde. 18 runs from the first 3 balls of this over. Can we see 6 6s? Long on fielder couldn't pull it back. 4th ball of the over coming up. He'll look to go again, I think. That's too wide, is it? No, it's not given as a wide. It's given as a dot ball. Clever bowling. Keeping it outside the reach of George Linde. Good bowling from Chris Green. It is that time of the innings where the batters will go after the bowlers. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Goes again. Over deep mid wicket. Oh, comes back in, completes the catch. What a catch that is. Maintained his balance there. Was going over the boundary. Throwed it back. Comes back in. Comes back into the field of play, completes the catch, and Chris Green gets his man. Chris Green has the last laugh after conceding 3 6s in a row. He gets the breakthrough. George Linde will have to go. And what a huge wicket this is in the context of this game. Chris Green picks up his 3rd. They'll have a look at the catch. They'll have a look at the fairness of the catch. But these days, the fielders take these catches really well. Yes, he's done really well there, the fielder, at deep mid wicket. So George Linde will have to go. The 4th wicket goes down for micapetown. Chris Green picks up another. Royston Stubbs has done really well there. According to what I am seeing, this should be out. So this should be out actually. Yeah, I think the catch is clean. The catch is clean enough. Out it is. Out displayed on the big screen. So George Linde is gone after scoring 30 runs from 17 balls. And MI Cape Town are now 111 for 4 after 15.5 overs. These days, fielders take these catches really well, don't they, on the boundary. So Jilinde is gone. Kieran Pollard is the new batter to the crease, a finisher for the MI Cape Town. They need a big finish here now, MI Cape Town. 18 runs have come from this over, but they have lost the wicket of Linde there. So Chris Green has the last laugh in that little battle. Just 4 more overs left after this, and I think this is a correct time for someone like Kieran Pollard to come in, can bang the ball out of the ground. Have so many finishers in this game, don't we? The last ball of the over coming up from Chris Green. Over the wicket to Pollard. And that's a wide down the leg side. Green will have to reload that one again. I think they can push towards 150 from here, but I don't know whether that will be a defendable target. And remember, MI Cape Town need the bonus points. They need to first see how much they can end up with, MI Cape Town. Last ball of the over. And that's defended again back to the bowler. Another dot ball to finish the over. 19 runs came from that over. And MI Cape Town are now 112 for 4 after 16 overs. So Marco Janssen is back into the attack now, into his third over. Still 4 more overs left in his innings. Chris Green with 3 wickets. Outstanding spell from him. 3 for 29 in his 4 overs. Janssen with the 17th over. Hendricks moves across his stumps, drives it down the ground to long off, and picks up another single to start the over. George Linde hit 3 consecutive sixes in the previous over, but then eventually holed out at long on. But that can happen actually. Every ball, very tough to hit every ball out of the ground. Kieran Pollard, one of the best finishers Mumbai Indians have ever had in their franchise history, has to pull out some magic now with the bat. The second ball of the over coming up. Moves across his stumps, looks to pull it away. It's straight to fine leg, short fine leg. And another dot ball here from Janssen. So Pollard still not off the mark. 22 balls left in this innings. Third ball of the over. Oh, he goes for the big one there. A little bit of an inside edge. Appeal for LBW from Janssen. The umpire remains unmoved. And another dot ball here from Janssen. So this is a really good over so far for Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Three more deliveries left in this over. Pollard still not off the mark. Swings and misses. Make that another dot ball. 3 consecutive dot balls from Janssen. What an over this is turning out to be. 17th over of this innings. He's bowling to one of the best finishers cricket has ever seen. And he's bowled 3 consecutive dot balls. That is a huge achievement for Marco Janssen. 2 more deliveries left in this over. No team has ever chased above 165 at this particular venue. But 165 looks a long way away now. Oh, another swing, another miss, another dot ball. Marco Janssen at his best. Just 1 run coming from this over. Still 1 ball left. Fantastic piece of bowling. The last ball of the over coming up. Moved all the way across to the off stump there, and lets it go. It's given as a wide by the umpire, so Janssen has to reload that one again. So nice little battle going on here between Janssen and Kieron Pollard. The last ball of the over coming up from Janssen. Swings and misses again. It's given as a wide again, so Janssen has to reload that one. So back-to-back wides from Marco Janssen. 1 more delivery left in this over. The last ball of the over coming up from Janssen. Can Pollard finally make contact? He's still not off the mark. Has already faced 5 balls. Oh, he's bowled him here. So he's won that battle there, Marco Janssen. 4 continuous dot balls. Set him up and he's bowled him round his legs. So no heroics today from Kieron Pollard, and micapetown sink further. They've lost their 5th wicket now. micapetown, a huge wicket of Kieron Pollard. Reza Hendricks is at the moment running out of partners. Only 3 more overs left after this. He went a long way across to the off stump, looking to flick it away, losing his leg stump in the process. And unfortunately, Pollard not able to make a contribution, not even able to get off the mark today. Marco Janssen, what a champion bowler he's turning out to be. Kieron Pollard is out for a 6-ball duck. And micapetown are now 115 for 5 after 17 overs. Hendrik Nokia now bowling the 18th over, and Reza Hendricks cuts it away towards deep extra covers and picks up another single to start the over. So Jason Smith is the new batter to the crease. Can he provide a good finish for micapetown now? Little bit of delay in play here. Not quite sure what is the delay about. So looks like Marco Jansen has gone off the field here. That could be a big blow, I guess. Still 3 overs left in this innings. Henrik Nokia needs to continue this over. But that over from Marco Jansen, a brilliant over to Karen Pollard, in all honesty. Set him up and then got the wicket as well. So second ball of the over coming up. Jason Smith goes for the drive, misses it. Another dot ball from Nokia. So third ball of the over coming up. It's pulled away by Jason Smith. Was in the air a little bit, looking for the single there. Can't get it. Another dot ball here from Nokia. Really good over so far. Just 1 run coming from this over. Still 3 balls left. Moves across his stumps, goes for the cut shot again, unable to make connection again. Once again, 3 continuous dot balls from Henrik Nokia. This is fantastic bowling here from the Sunrisers Eastern Cape bowlers towards the end of this innings. And I don't think micapetown are getting enough runs on the board for them to leave alone getting the bonus point. At least they need to win this game. Even for winning this game, I don't know whether they are going to get enough runs on the board if they play out so many dot balls like this. Last couple of overs have been absolutely fantastic for the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. That's pulled away again by Jason Smith. Finally finds the gap. Will this run away for 4? No, it won't. Or will it? No, it won't run away. Deep mid wicket comes around as well. Another couple of runs. Jason Smith gets off the mark with a couple of runs. So last ball of the over coming up from Henrik Nokia. And it's defended again down the ground by Jason Smith towards mid-on and picks up another single to finish the over. 4 runs came from that over, and micapetown are 119 for 5 after 18 overs. So 2 more overs left in this innings. Marco Jansen now bowling the penultimate over. He's back on the field, back into the attack. Jason Smith looking for the drive, getting an inside edge towards square leg. Picks up another single to start the over. Hendricks is back on strike now. Just 11 more deliveries left in this innings. They have crawled their way to 120. Can they get to 140 here? But even if they get to 140, I guess for them to get the bonus point, they might need to bowl out Sunrisers Eastern Cape for 100 or 110 runs, which won't be easy either. You need to see the equation for the bonus point though. That's flicked away by Hendricks. One bounce and into the boundary for 4 towards deep mid wicket. He has been the one batter that has looked good in this innings so far for Micapetown and continues to find the boundaries. 6th boundary for Reza Hendricks in this innings, and an important one towards the end of this innings. Again, swing and a miss. It's given as a wide actually. I think that was a very harsh call from the umpire there. Was a little bit of a slow ball from Jansen. Hendricks having a wild heave at it, swinging and missing. Jansen has to reload that one again. Moves across his stumps, little bit of an inside edge. The keeper goes looking for the single there, directed from the keeper. And I think the umpires will go upstairs to the third umpire here. They were looking to sneak in a single there, Reza Hendricks. But has he made his ground? That is the big question now. Quinton de Kock is so good with the underarm throws down the stumps at the striker's end. And I think he's made it back. That's good running between the wickets actually. He's made it back, so it will be not out. Single completed. 9 more deliveries left in this innings for Micapetown. How good has Marco Jansen been? 1 for 18 in his 3.3 overs. Economy of 5.14. Not out is a decision. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Jason Smith is back on strike. Full and wide there is given as a wide by the umpire. Another wide in this over. Jansen looking to target that wide line, bowling it too wide on that occasion. So 8 runs have come from this over, still 3 balls left. So Jason Smith has to take a risk now. And he does take the risk. That was in the slot. That's massive. Absolutely massive from Jason Smith. Is that out of the ground? I think it is out of the ground. Could be one of the biggest sixes in this tournament. In the slot from Jansen. He missed his length for once. And he's got met by Jason Smith. And a much needed 6 there for Micapetown. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. 14 runs have come from this over so far. What a shot there from Jason Smith. They might have to change the ball, I think. Huge 6. But 2 more deliveries left in this over. Moves across his stumps again, flicks it away again. It's in the gap again for another 4. 6 and a 4 from Jason Smith. It's an expensive over this. 18 runs have come from this over. Still 1 ball left. So last ball of the over coming up. Slow ball again, goes for the pull shot, misses it. Another dot ball to finish the over. 18 runs came from that over from Marco Jansen, and Micapetown are now 137 for 5 after 19 overs. So last over of the innings, Hendrik Nokia. Hendricks goes down the ground, long off, clears mid off, and that's 1 bounce 4. Great way to start the over. They cross 140 with that boundary. Reza Hendricks moves to 64. They're getting a good finish here, Micapetown. Oh, that's cut away again over the top. Has he found the gap? Deep extra covers, gives it a good effort but can't stop the boundary. Back-to-back boundaries here from Hendricks. And this is proving to be very costly here for Sunrisers Eastern Cape. They're nearing 150 now, Micapetown. So third ball of the over coming up. And he moves across his stumps, pulls it away again towards deep mid wicket. And Reza Hendricks picks up another single. 3 more deliveries left in this innings. Jason Smith is back on strike. And now Jason Smith goes down the ground, but long off will take the catch. And there's another wicket. Hendrik Nokia strikes back after conceding 9 runs from the first 3 balls of this over. It was in the slot actually for Jason Smith. He hit it pretty well, but long off was there in position. Takes the catch really well, and the 6th wicket goes down here for Micapetown. Hendrik Nokia also gets the wicket. Jason Smith, a good cameo from him has come to an end. He hit it flat and hard, straight into the hands of long off. And still 2 more deliveries left in this innings though. They can still push towards 150. 1 boundary will get them past 150. But Jason Smith is gone after scoring 14 runs from 10 balls, and Micapetown are now 146 for 6 after 19.4 overs. So Corbin Bosch is the new batter to the crease. 2 more deliveries left in this innings. And Bosch pulls it away leg side towards deep mid wicket. Fielder does well. Corbin Bosch gets off the mark with a single. Gives the strike back to Hendricks. 10 runs have come from this over. Last ball of the innings coming up. Reza Hendricks. Can he find a boundary? Can he finish it with a boundary? Here's Nokia. Last ball of the innings. Oh, it's a good delivery. That's flicked away down to deep fine leg. And Hendricks will only pick up a single to finish off the innings. So 11 runs have come from the last over, including the wicket of Jason Smith. And the last 5 overs yielding 55 runs at the loss of 3 wickets for MI Cape Town. And MI Cape Town have finished with a decent score of 148 for 6 at the end of their 20 overs. I mean, we need to look at the scenario as to how much should MI Cape Town restrict the Sunrisers Eastern Cape if they want to win it with the bonus point, because the bonus point is very important for MI Cape Town if they want to keep their chances alive of qualifying for the playoffs. But it looks, the total looks a decent total, because it becomes very tough to chase at this particular venue, St. George's Park. Teams generally don't chase down totals above 165, but this is 14 runs below 164.5 actually, so we don't know. Can still be chaseable though. MI Cape Town finished with 148 for 6 at the end of their 20 overs. Reza Hendricks, the pick of the batters for MI Cape Town. He scored 70 from 44 balls with 8 boundaries and 1 sixer at a strike rate of 159.09. And really good job done by the Sunrisers bowlers as well. Hendrik Nokia finishing with 1 for 24 in his 3 overs. But Chris Green was the pick of the bowlers, 3 for 29 in his 4 overs today. On return to the SA20 after finishing the BBL stint. After finishing his BBL stint. Unfortunately, his team Sydney Thunder couldn't qualify for the playoffs in the Big Bash League, so he finished the group stage there and he's made his way to the SA20 and did really well today, 3 for 29 in his 4 overs. And Marco Janssen also 1 for 29, got hit in his last over, 1 for 29 in his 4 overs as well. James Coles also picked up a wicket, very economical. So Sunrisers Eastern Cape to come back to winning ways and secure a spot in the qualifier 1, they would need 149 runs to win this match from their full quota of 20 overs. We'll be back again shortly to cover the run chase. Until then, please stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome back to the run chase. Sunrisers Eastern Cape need 149 runs to win this match from their full quota of 20 overs. And MI Cape Town, for MI Cape Town, that is not the exact equation. They need to get the bonus point if they want to win this game. Quinton de Kock and Johnny Bairstow are opening the batting for Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Trent Bolt has the new ball in his hand. He'll be bowling the first over for MI Cape Town. First ball of the run chase. That's on the pads. De Kock flicks it away towards square leg and gets off the mark with a single to start the run chase. So Johnny Bairstow is back on strike. So second ball of the innings coming up. Johnny Bairstow getting ready. Is on strike. Second ball of the innings from Trent Bolt. Oh, that's a full delivery. A little bit of an inside edge from Bairstow towards deep mid wicket and gets off the mark with a single as well. So both openers off the mark with singles. The third ball of the innings coming up from Trent Bolt. Quinton de Kock on strike. Oh, that's in and around that off stump. De Kock lets it go. Another dot ball from Trent Bolt. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, that's back of the length again. Defended by de Kock. Doesn't take the single. Another dot ball from Trent Bolt. I think MI Cape Town might have to restrict Sunrisers Eastern Cape to 110 or 120 if they want to get the bonus point. It's going to be a really hard task for them to keep their playoff hopes alive today, even if they win this. That's back of the length again. De Kock flicks it away straight to mid wicket. Another dot ball. So last ball of the over coming up from Bolt. Oh, that's driven over the top, over covers, and that's 1 bounce 4. That's exactly what Quinton de Kock can do. Decided to go over the top and picks up the first boundary of these innings. First boundary of this innings comes to the bat of Quinton de Kock and a boundary to finish that over. 6 runs came from that over, and as Sunrisers Eastern Cape are 6 without loss after 1 over. 143 needed in the last 19 overs for Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Quinton de Kock with a beautiful boundary there. Now Johnny Bairstow back on strike. Dane Pete is the new bowler into the attack now for Micapetown. And I think he'll come around the wicket to Johnny Bairstow. In fact, coming over the wicket to Johnny Bairstow. Has tossed up again. Bairstow drives it straight to covers. Again a dot ball to start the over. It's a must-win situation for Micapetown in all scenarios. Because only if they win this, Micapetown will come out at the bottom of the table. Otherwise, they'll finish at the rock bottom. Short and wide, cut away, straight to covers again. Another dot ball from Pete. Third ball of the over, goes for a reverse sweep, gets it over the top of the fielders. That'll be 4 as well. Loose delivery there from Pete, a full toss. And really well put away there by Johnny Bairstow. Second boundary of this innings. First boundary for Johnny Bairstow. This time it's a quicker delivery on the pads. Johnny Bairstow flicks it away towards mid-wicket and picks up another single. Quinton de Kock is back on strike. Two more deliveries left in this over. Oh, goes for a sweep again, gets it on the pads, appeal for LBW, umpire says not out. Are they going to go upstairs? I don't think so. So it will be a dot ball. They're not going upstairs, are they? They're not going upstairs. So one more delivery left in this over, 5 runs from this over so far. Looking for the sweep there, Quinton de Kock. Last ball of the over. Oh, slow through the air again. Beats the outside edge of de Kock there. Beautifully bowled by Pete. Another dot ball to finish the over. 5 runs came from that over. And Sunrisers Eastern Cape are now 11 without loss after 2 overs. So Kagiso Rabada is the new bowler into the attack now for Micapetown. 138 runs needed for Sunrisers Eastern Cape. But if Micapetown have to get the bonus point, then take away 20 or 30 runs from that. That is what they have to restrict Sunrisers Eastern Cape. So Rabada now coming over the wicket to Johnny Bairstow. And that's pulled away leg side, no one there. Finds the gap, finds the boundary. 2 shot there from Rabada. And Johnny Bairstow welcomes Rabada with a boundary to start the over. The second ball of the over coming up from Rabada. That's pulled away again by Bairstow, but there is a fielder there at deep mid wicket, straight down his throat. And a wicket goes down here. Straight away after conceding the boundary, Johnny Bairstow has holed out at deep mid wicket. And a much needed wicket for the Micapetown because Sunrisers Eastern Cape got off to a really good start. Unfortunately, Johnny Bairstow looking for the pull shot, not able to get the distance. And Kagiso Rabada, as he always does, picks up early wickets. Johnny Bairstow is gone after scoring 10 runs from 7 balls, and Sunrisers Eastern Cape are now 15 for 1 after 2.2 overs. So Matthew Britsky is the new batter to the crease for the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Early wicket here for Micapetown. Very important wicket. So 4 more deliveries left in this over. Third ball of the over coming up from Kagiso Rabada. Britsky is on strike, and that's full again, driven. Oh, it's misfielded at covers, and Britsky will get off the mark with a couple of runs. That should have been stopped at covers. Let the ball go straight through his legs there. When you're defending a small score like this, particularly when you need to win with a bonus point, you cannot allow these kind of mishaps to happen. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Ooh, that's on the stumps again. Britsky defends it towards covers. Another dot ball from Rabada. Two more deliveries left in this over. This time slow ball again, guided towards point, and Britsky picks up another single. Required run rate is 7.63. Sunrisers Eastern Cape will want to win this game and try and confirm their spot in the qualifier 1. Meanwhile, Micapetown, their chances of keeping their playoff hopes alive are slipping away minute by minute because we still don't know the equation. They need to restrict SEC to get the bonus point. But even if they win the match without a bonus point, they are eliminated from this tournament. That is the scenario. So 149 is not the exact equation, and it's not the exact target Micapetown are defending to keep their playoff hopes alive though. Last ball of the over. Oh, looking to flick it away there. It's gone off the pads. I think it will be one leg bias to finish the over. So 8 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Johnny Bairstow, and Sunrisers Eastern Cape are now 19 for 1 after 3 overs. So Dane Pete back into the attack, into a second over. Quinton de Kock looking to flick it away, gets the leading edge towards covers. And another dot ball to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. Ooh, that beats the outside edge. That's a beauty from Pete. Another dot ball. This time outside the off stump, guided towards third man. And another dot ball here. Two more deliveries left in this over. That's on the stumps again. Quinton de Kock goes on the back foot, defends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball. So 4 dot balls in this over. Can we see a maiden over from Pete here? He's been bowling well. Good first 2 overs from him. Ooh, close to the stumps. It's guided towards third man. And de Kock picks up another single. So last ball of the over coming up. Matthew Britsky back on strike. The last ball of the over coming up from Pete. Flicks it away towards square leg and picks up another single to finish the over. So just 2 runs came from that over, and Sunrisers Eastern Cape are now 21 for 1 after 4 overs. So Trent Bolt continuing into his second over now. Matthew Britsky is on strike. Goes for the cut shot, unable to make connection. Goes underneath the bat of Britsky. Again a dot ball to start the over. Coming around the wicket now, Bolt. And that's a full delivery. Britsky drives it down the ground mid-off and picks up another single. Gives the strike back to Quinton de Kock. Third ball of the over. Ooh, gone off the outer half of the bat, straight to point. Again, really good bowling from Bolt. And another dot ball here. Three more deliveries left in this over. It's on the path, flicked away by de Kock towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. 2 runs have come from this over, still 2 balls left. So Matthew Britsky on strike. Can he find the boundary here? Really good over from Bolt so far. And that's driven through the offside. That finds the gap. And that's slowly running across to the fence for 4. Beautiful timing and placement there from Britsky. And another important boundary for the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Second boundary. The first boundary for Britsky in this innings. Last ball of the over, driven again, in the gap again, and that might run away for 4 as well. Yes, it does. Back-to-back boundaries to finish the over. 10 runs came from that over. Good over from Bolt has become expensive. And Sunrisers Eastern Cape are now 31 for 1 after 5 overs. So Dane Pete is continuing into his 3rd over, has bowled really well so far. Need some wickets here, micapetown. That's on the stumps, flicked away by de Kock towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to start the over. Britsky is back on strike. Oh, that's on the stumps again. Britsky defends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Pete. Third ball of the over coming up. And that's driven again through the offside towards deep extra covers for another boundary. Beautiful timing once again. He has such good timing, does Matthew Britsky. And picks up his 3rd boundary in this innings. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. 3 more deliveries left in this over, correction. That's on the pads again, flicked away by Britsky towards mid wicket. Picks up another single. That's tossed up on the stumps. Quinton de Kock defends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Pete. Last ball of the over coming up. Short and wide, cut away, straight to point. Another dot ball to finish the over. Excellent over from Pete despite conceding the boundary. Just 6 runs came from that over. And Sunrisers Eastern Cape are now 37 for 1 after 6 overs after the power play. So 14 overs left, 112 more runs needed. At this same stage, Micapetown were 43 for 1. Sunrisers Eastern Cape are 37 for 1 after 6 overs. George Linde is the new bowler into the attack now for Micapetown. Not a bad option. So Britsky is on strike. Linde coming around the wicket to Britsky. That's guided away past short third man, and that might race away for 4, you know. Yes, it does. Great way to start the over. Just a delicate touch from Matthew Britsky, and picks up another boundary. Pressure building now on Micapetown with all these boundaries. Ooh, quicker delivery this time. And Britsky punches it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Linde. So third ball of the over coming up. Ooh, on the stumps again. Britsky defends it on the front foot. Another dot ball here. It's tossed up again. Britsky defends it back to the bowler again. 3 consecutive dot balls from Linde. So just 4 runs have come from this over. Still 2 balls left. Tossed up again, driven again, straight to covers. Make that 4 dot balls in a row from George Linde. Really good over this after conceding the boundary. A good comeback from George Linde. The last ball of the over coming up. It's punched down the ground by Britsky. Will pick up another single to finish the over. 5 runs came from that over, and Sunrisers Eastern Cape are now 42 for 1 after 7 overs. So Dane Pete now is bowling out into his last over. That's tossed up. Matthew Britsky hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single to start the over. 106 needed from 77 balls. The required run rate is now 8.26. So Quinton de Kock is back on strike. Pete coming around the wicket to de Kock. That's on the stumps again. And de Kock defends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Dane Pete. And there you go. This is the equation. To achieve the bonus point, Cape Town must restrict Sunrisers Eastern Cape to 118 runs or less than that, which means another 75 runs needed for Sunrisers Eastern Cape to knock Cape Town out of this tournament. Goes for the sweep here. De Kock is down to deep fine leg, and that'll run away for 4. So another boundary here for de Kock. He's been staying in there at the crease, hanging in there, and he picks up his second boundary in this innings. This time de Kock goes for the sweep again. Appeal for a catch there, but I don't think he got any contact. I don't think he made any contact with that. So it will be another dot ball from Pete. 5 runs have come from this over. Still 2 balls left. I've gone upstairs here actually. I think they've gone for the review, so we need to have a look at this one. I think it's an umpire review for a stumping, but I think Quinton de Kock hasn't moved his feet out of the crease, so it will be not out. So not out is the decision. 2 more deliveries left in this over. And de Kock goes in the air. Is there any fielder there? No, lands safely. And de Kock picks up another couple of runs here. How did that land safely? Is the big question there. Another couple of runs. 7 runs have come from this over. Still 1 ball left. Last ball of the over. Full again. He goes for the drive and misses it. How did that miss the stumps? Another superb delivery to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over. And Sunrisers Eastern Cape are now 49 for 1 after 8 overs. So tomorrow, though, it's a huge clash for the Joburg Super Kings. They'll be taking on the Paul Royals in a must-win game to qualify for the playoffs. But coming back to this game now, Sunrisers Eastern Cape need 70 more runs to knock out Cape Town from this tournament and need 100 runs to win this game. Ooh, that's taken the edge towards point. Again, a dot ball to start the over. It's George Linte now back into the attack into his second over. That's tossed up again. Britsky drives it down the ground to long off. They'll push for 2. Oh, a little bit of a fumble there at long off. And Britsky does pick up another couple of runs. And now the equation requirement is under 100 for Sunrisers Eastern Cape. The 50 comes up as well. 50 comes up in 8.2 overs, and this is a good partnership building up between these two batters. Third ball of the over. Outside the off stump, it's guided towards third man. Another dot ball here from Linde. Just 2 runs have come from this over, still 3 balls left. The target for micapetown though is 118 or 119 probably. 68 runs they need to restrict Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Tossed up again, driven down the ground to long off. And will push for a couple of runs here. Good running between the wickets from Matthew Britsky. Another couple of runs. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, that beats the outside edge. Beauty there from George Linde. Another dot ball. Turning away from the right-hander. So last ball of the over coming up from Linde. It's on the bat, flicked away, down to deep fine leg. Work to do here. Can they stop the boundary? They just about stop the boundary there. And another 3 runs for Matthew Britsky to finish that over. 7 runs came from that over, and Sunrisers Eastern Cape are now 56 for 1 after 9 overs. They'll check whether he stopped the boundary cleanly or not. I think he has done really well there. He's done really well, so it will be 3 runs to finish that over. So 56 for 1 after 9 overs, 93 needed from the last 11 overs for the Sunrisers Eastern Cape, and it's also the time to get time to take a breather. Time for the strategic timeout. The Sunrisers Eastern Cape are 56 for 1 after 9 overs. We come to the end of the strategic timeout. And an interesting bowling change here from micapetown. It's Reza Hendricks who has the ball in his hand, and he's the new bowler into the attack now for micapetown. This time it's punched leg side by Matthew Britsky towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to start the over. So Quinton de Kock is back on strike. It's a full toss. De Kock goes leg side and he goes all the way for 6. It's a flat 6 over deep mid wicket. Missed his length there, Reza Hendricks. A very interesting bowling change first. Normally you won't expect Reza Hendricks to bowl overs. Obviously he can bowl. But he concedes a 6 here. Sunrisers Eastern Cape now just need 86 more runs. This time it's tossed up again. De Kock goes straight down the ground. One bounce to long on and picks up another single. 8 runs from the first 3 balls of this over. Matthew Britsky now back on strike. Ooh, this time it's on the stumps again. Matthew Britsky defends it back to the bowler. And another dot ball. Two more deliveries left in this over. It's a full toss, driven down the ground again by Britsky towards long off. Picks up another single. 9 runs have come from this over. Still 1 ball left. I thought that they would look to target this over. They got a 6 in this over. Sunrisers Eastern Cape need 54 more runs to knock micapetown out of this competition. Partnership comes up between these two batters. Partnership of 50 from 45 balls between De Kock and Britsky. As we see another slog sweep. It's all the way for 6 over deep mid wicket. Second 6 in this over, and the move to bring Reza Hendricks into the attack hasn't worked for micapetown. 15 runs came from that over, and Sunrisers Eastern Cape are now 71 for 1 after 10 overs, needing only 78 more runs to win this match from the last 10 overs. Partnership of 56 from 46 balls now between Quinton de Kock and Matthew Britsky. And if micapetown are to make a comeback in this game, they need to break this partnership as soon as possible. They're running out of steam at the moment. They need to restrict Sunrisers Eastern Cape to less than 48 more runs from here if they want to keep their season alive. George Linde back into the attack. And Matthew Britsky defends it on the front foot towards deep extra covers and picks up another single to start the over. Quinton de Kock is back on strike. This time de Kock goes for the reverse sweep. Appeal for LBW there. Umpire says not out. Will they have a discussion? Do they want to go for the review? They still have 2 reviews left. They won't go for it. So another dot ball from George Linde. Cock gives himself room this time, looks to flick it away again, little bit of an inside edge onto the pads. And another dot ball here from Linde. 1 run from the first 3 balls of this over, still 3 balls left. Sunrisers Eastern Cape fans happy. They win this match, they'll go into the top 2. Micapetown are close to getting eliminated from this competition. So it will be between Durban Super Giants and Joburg Super Kings for the 4th playoff spot. Goes for the reverse sweep again, not able to make connection again. Another dot ball here. So last ball of the over coming up from George Linde. Ooh, on the stumps again. De Kock defends it again. Another dot ball to finish the over. So just 1 run came from that over. And Sunrisers Eastern Cape are now 72 for 1 after 11 overs. For 1 after 11 overs, correction. 2 runs came from that over. So SEC needs 76 more runs to win from the last 9 overs here. So 9 overs left, 76 needed. Corbin Bosch is the new bowler into the attack now for Micapetown. This partnership now 58 from 52 balls between Quinton de Kock and Matthew Britsky. So around the wicket, Bosch, and that's a good Yorker there. De Kock looking to drive, not able to make connection. Again a dot ball to start the over from Corbin Bosch. Second ball of the over coming up. And that's cut away by de Kock towards deep point. They'll push for 2 here, definitely. And another couple of runs here for Quinton de Kock. Good running between the wickets. I think Corbin Bosch could change his angle probably. He wants to cramp de Kock up. He's coming around the wicket. And de Kock uses that angle and gets it past. Short third man for 4. That is what I was talking about, the around the wicket angle. De Kock just uses the pace and picks up another boundary. Sunrisers Eastern Cape looking really good here in this run chase. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. Beautiful use of the pace there from Quinton de Kock. 4th ball of the over coming up. Goes for reverse again. It's in the air. Clears third man again. And that won't go for 4. Good fielding there at third man. He'll pick up another couple of runs. Good running between the wickets from Quinton de Kock. Another couple of runs here. 68 more needed from 50 balls. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. That's full again, driven again by de Kock. Towards deep, extra covers. Oh, 2 fielders put in the dive but not able to stop it. Not able to stop it there. Another boundary here. De Kock is enjoying himself at the moment. Moves into the 40s. And this partnership is continuing to hurt the MI Cape Town as their campaign is almost coming to an end at the moment. .34 runs is the number which MI Cape Town have to restrict Sunrisers Eastern Cape from here. That's on the pads again, flicked away again. He's finding gaps like a machine at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries to finish the over. 16 runs came from that over from Corbin Bosch. And Sunrisers Eastern Cape are coasting along. 89 for 1 after 12 overs. So 8 overs left, 60 runs needed for Sunrisers Eastern Cape. So George Linde back into the attack. And that's a quicker delivery. Matthew Britsky punches it straight to point. Again a dot ball to start the over. Tossed up again on the stumps. Matthew Britsky defends it on the front foot back to the bowler. And another dot ball here from George Linde. .60 needed from 46 balls. Goes for a paddle. It's towards deep square leg. And George Linde picks up another single. So this partnership now 75 from 61 balls between Quinton de Kock and Matthew Britsky. Another 29 more runs and MI Cape Town will be out of the competition. 4th ball of the over coming up. Linde around the wicket. Linde over the wicket to de Kock. And a quicker delivery. De Kock flicks it away. Picks up another single. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Linde has been really good in his spell so far. It's tossed up again on the pads, looking to flick it away. Little bit of an inside edge onto the patch, back to the bowler. And another dot ball here from Linde. The last ball of the over coming up. Oh, another very close call there. Another dot ball. What a spell this has been from George Linde. Just 2 runs came from that over. George Linde finishes the spell. None for 16 in his 4 overs. And Sunrisers Eastern Cape are now 91 for 1 after 13 overs, needing 58 to win from the last 7 overs. Seven overs left, 58 needed for the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. And for micapetown, and just 28 more runs is the margin. 28 more runs needed for Sunrisers Eastern Cape to knock micapetown out. Rabada back into the attack. And straight away, Quinton de Kock goes for the cut shot and misses it. A dot ball to start the over. Well, it's a no ball here. It's a no ball and a free hit. It can't get worse than this for micapetown. So free hit delivery coming up here. Rabada has overstepped the line. How costly is this going to be? I think this could be the tournament right here for micapetown. Free hit delivery. De Kock goes over. Deep point, it's towards deep point. 1 bounce and into the boundary for 4, adding insult to injury here. Quinton de Kock. A free hit has gone for 4. And now just 53 runs needed from 41 balls. Leave alone bonus point. micapetown are not looking good even to win this game. Short and wide again. De Kock cuts it away towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. It's slipping away now. Slipping away for micapetown. Half century for Quinton de Kock. What a knock this has been. 50 from 41 balls with 6 boundaries and 2 sixers at a strike rate of 121.95. The man came out of retirement and is really at his peak of his powers once again. And this partnership is now 82 from 66 balls. It's a tough chasing ground this, and they're making this look very easy, both these batters, Quinton de Kock and Matthew Britsky. This time goes for the drive again, Britsky, but unable to make connection. Another dot ball here from Rabada. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. 52 needed from 39 balls. That's on a good length again, driven straight to point. And another dot ball from Kagiso Rabada. Oh, that's a short ball. Britsky goes for the pull. It's down to deep fine leg and picks up another single. 51 needed from 37 balls now. 7 runs have come from this over. Many people in the crowd. They want the Orange Army to become another champion. 3-time champions in this SA20. But although if Sunrisers Eastern Cape don't win this tournament, then there will be a new champion, of course. If micapetown don't qualify. Just 21 more runs to confirm that. Last ball of the over. And that's driven again towards point. And De Kock picks up another single to finish the over. So 8 runs came from that over from Kagiso Rabada. And Sunrisers Eastern Cape are now 99 for 1 after 14 overs. So 6 overs left, 50 runs needed for Sunrisers Eastern Cape. They need 20 runs to end the campaign for micapetown. I think they'll get those 20 runs for sure. But 50 runs in 6 overs, can micapetown at least win this and try and avoid a wooden spoon finish? If Joburg Super Kings loses tomorrow and micapetown wins today, they can avoid the wooden spoon finish even without a bonus point. Trent Bolt now back into the attack. Does he have any magic with him with the old ball? Quinton de Kock is on strike. He has scored the most runs this season as Quinton de Kock. 323 runs this season in 9 matches. Here's Bolt. Full delivery. De Kock playing sensibly here. Hits it down the ground to long on. Picks up another single. Looking for the second there. Can't get it. Just a single to start the over. Britsky is back on strike. 100 comes up for Sunrisers Eastern Cape. 100 comes up in 14.1 overs at the loss of 1 wicket. 49 more needed from 35 balls. What a partnership this is turning out to be. micapetown's season is slowly coming to an end. It's going to be Joburg Super Kings or Durban Super Giants will be in the playoffs for the 4th spot. If Joburg Super Kings loses tomorrow, then Durban Super Giants will qualify. If not, the Durban Super Giants will, if Joburg Super Kings wins tomorrow, then obviously JSK will be through to the playoffs. So it's a straightforward scenario which is going to be coming up. It's been a disappointing season though for micapetown. They haven't been at their best this season and rightfully they deserve to get eliminated. Second ball of the over coming up. Oh, goes for the cut shot. Unable to make connection there. Britsky, another dot ball. Just 19 more runs needed now for Sunrisers Eastern Cape, and that will put the curtains down on a rather disappointing campaign from micapetown. Has to be said, they didn't start this tournament well. Had 4 consecutive losses and then they won a few games in the middle, and even those wins weren't convincing enough, and now here they are seriously behind this game. That's full again, driven down the ground by Britsky towards long off. Push for 2 here, that's good running between the wickets. Another couple of runs for Matthew Britsky. .47 needed from 33 balls. It's still an interesting run chase if you look at the actual equation, but if you look at only 17 runs for micapetown to have any chance of keeping their hopes alive, the hopes are diminishing. That's punched away again by Britsky. Down to deep point. Good fielding at deep point, and another couple of runs for Matthew Britsky. So 15 more runs needed for Sunrisers Eastern Cape. And that will be the end of micapetown in this tournament. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Trent Bolt, does he have any magic left in him? Oh, Britsky goes for a sweep there, misses it. Another dot ball from Bolt. There's still life left in this game if you look at the actual equation. 45 needed from 31 balls. Still looks a little tricky. But it has to be said, a superb knock from Quinton de Kock so far, and Chris Green is one of the contenders for the player of the match. What a spell he bowled. Outstanding spell from him. Really committed cricketer, finished his BBL and immediately in the SA20 coming and performing. That's driven again by Matthew Britsky towards deep point and picks up another single to finish the over. 6 runs came from that over, and Sunrisers Eastern Cape are now 105 for 1 after 15 overs. So 5 overs left, 44 needed for the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Kagiso Rabada is continuing into his 3rd over. Partnership now of 90 from 77 balls between these two batters. That's a good delivery on the stumps, defended towards point. A dot ball to start the over. This is becoming an interesting run chase here. 44 needed from 29 balls. They need some boundaries here, both these batters. Required run rate is 9.10. A very, very tricky equation in all honesty. Even though these two batters have formed a big partnership like this, it's still not over. Still some work to be done. And Cape Town need a breakthrough here. Another full delivery driven down the ground by Britsky towards long on and picks up another single. Quinton de Kock is back on strike. So Cape Town, the defending champions, are going to be the first team to get knocked out from this year's Betway SA20 tournament. They're not going to be able to defend their title. So it's going to be either Sunrisers Eastern Cape or a new champion this year. That's a short ball. De Kock goes for the pull shot, misses it. Another dot ball here from Rabada. So the Sunrisers Eastern Cape, they need only 13 more runs to finish off the hopes for Cape Town, because they won't get the bonus point, and that will mean that their tournament is done. A win alone won't be enough for Cape Town, although a win can get them out of the bottom of the table. That's smashed back down the ground by de Kock towards long off, picks up another single. This is a good over here from Rabada, getting in some quiet overs. Cape Town, 42 needed from 26. This equation is getting a little tough now. They say it's a very tough chasing ground. St. George's Park is the toughest chasing ground in T20 cricket. And this is exactly what can happen. A squeeze in the middle overs. Some quiet overs like this and the pressure builds on the chasing team. Britsky is back on strike. Oh, that's helped on its way down to fine leg. Fielder there again. Just a single. Just 3 runs coming from this over. Still 1 ball left. Partnership 93 from 81, but the required run rate is now 9.84. What a game we are having on our hands. Wickets in hand. They need to go for the big shots, these two batters. Otherwise they might go past 119 runs, but they might not be able to chase this total down, because still looking tricky now. Still looking tricky in all honesty. Last ball of the over coming up. That's a full delivery. Good Yorker. And Quinton de Kock drills it down the ground to long off. Picks up another single to finish the over. So just 4 runs came from that over. And Sunrisers Eastern Cape are now 109 for 1 after 16 overs. Needing 40 runs to win from the last 4 overs. And it's also the time for another strategic timeout. So we come to the end of the strategic timeouts and Trent Boult is bowling out into his last over now. Quinton de Kock is on strike. And that's a full delivery flicked away past square leg. And we'll pick up another single to start the over. 39 needed from 23 now. But 9 more runs needed for Micapetown to get knocked out from this tournament. Only 9 more runs. So Matthew Britsky is back on strike. Can Trent Boult provide the breakthrough? Moves across to the off stump, sweeps it away leg side. It's in the gap, and that's 4 more. Valuable boundary. Crucial boundary for Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Boundaries have dried up in the last couple of overs. And Matthew Britsky moves across to the off stump and slug sweeps it like a spinner. Like slug sweeping a spinner, he slug swept it to the fence towards deep mid wicket. This time he slug swept him again, but deep mid-wicket fielder is there in time to stop the boundary, and another couple of runs here for Matthew Britsky. And he is 1 run away from a half century now. Micapetown Their campaign is done. Only 3 more runs needed for Sunrisers Eastern Cape, and MI Cape Town can't get the bonus point. And it also brings up the 100-run partnership between these two batters. Partnership of 101 from 85 balls, the partnership between Quinton de Kock and Matthew Britsky. They still have some work to do with 33 needed from 21 balls. Fourth ball of the over coming up. Full and wide. Oh, what a shot that is! What an absolute beauty of a shot. He moved across to the leg stump, then realized it's outside the off stump, got bat on it, it's raced across to the fence. Second boundary in this over and another half century for Matthew Britsky. 53 from just 47 balls with 6 boundaries at a strike rate of 112.77. And with that, MI Cape Town are officially out of this tournament. That's too wide from Trent Bolt. Has to reload that one again. But MI Cape Town are done. They are the first team to get eliminated from this Bethway SA20 tournament. They can't get the bonus point now. And just 28 more runs needed for Sunrisers Eastern Cape to win this game from 20 balls. But MI Cape Town are out. So now the fourth playoff spot is between the Durban Super Giants and the Joburg Super Kings. It's a simple equation for tomorrow's game. Joburg Super Kings wins tomorrow's game, then Joburg Super Kings will qualify. If Joburg Super Kings, if they lose tomorrow's game, then Durban Super Giants will qualify. That slog swept again by Matthew Britsky towards square leg and picks up another single. So the equation has become simple now. 13 runs have come from this over, and disappointing campaign for MI Cape Town will come to an end today. One more delivery left in this over. This partnership now 107 from 87 balls between Quinton de Kock and Matthew Britsky. Could it be a match-winning partnership? At least can MI Cape Town salvage something? Can they get a win here at least? They have lost the bonus point. They are out of the tournament now. But if they want to salvage something, they need to win this. Last ball of the over. That's another wide down the leg side. Bolt is clearly feeling the pressure here. 14 runs have come from this over. 2 wides in this over from Bolt. The defending champions unfortunately are out now. So we will have a new champion, or we will have Sunrisers Eastern Cape winning it for the third time. Either one of the two will happen. The last ball of the over coming up, and that's a full delivery on the pads, flicked away by de Kock, picks up another single to finish the over. Expensive over from Trent Bolt. 15 runs came from that over, and Trent Bolt finishes his spell, none for 37 in his 4 overs. Sunrisers Eastern Cape are now 124 for 1 after 17 overs. So 25 needed from the last 3 overs, and with 9 wickets in hand, any day you would think that Sunrisers Eastern Cape should stroll past the finish line. They've already knocked MI Cape Town out of the tournament, and now it's about winning this game and ensuring that MI Cape Town finished with the wooden spoon in this tournament. It's all or nothing as far as MI Cape Town are concerned. They have finished in the bottom position in the first 2 seasons of this SA20 tournament as well. Then they won the tournament last year, and now again almost going to finish at the bottom of the table. So it's all or nothing as far as MI Cape Town are concerned in this competition. So Corbin Bosch is back into the attack now, and can Sunrisers Eastern Cape finish it off in the next couple of overs itself? 25 needed from 3 overs. Required run rate 8.33. It just proves that the MI franchise are also humans, and they can also make mistakes. It's not been a good tournament for them this year, and it's come to an end. We'll just need to see tomorrow whether Joburg Super Kings, they have stumbled in the last few matches. They need to win tomorrow's match, Joburg Super Kings, if they want to qualify. Otherwise, Durban Super Giants will get in. So Corbin Bosch coming around the wicket to Quinton de Kock. And de Kock drives it in the air. Has he got enough on it? No, he hasn't. Catch taken at deep extra covers. So Corbin Bosch breaks the partnership, and what a time to get a wicket here. Second wicket goes down eventually for the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Quinton de Kock has holed out at deep extra covers. It was the full toss. De Kock looking to go over extra covers for 6. I thought he hit it well, but couldn't get the distance. And is there still a glimmer of hope for micapetown here? Really good catch at deep extra covers. And Corbin Bosch gets the breakthrough. 109 run partnership has been broken. Quinton de Kock is gone after scoring a superb 56 from 49 balls, and Sunrisers Eastern Cape are now 124 for 2 after 17.1 overs. So a new batter will be coming out to the crease. 25 needed from 17 balls. Jordan Herman is the new batter to the crease. What a partnership that was between Quinton de Kock and Matthew Britsky. A partnership of 109. Could well be the match-winning partnership that was needed. The second ball of the over coming up. Corbin Bosch coming around the wicket. That's another full delivery, and Jordan Herman drills it down the ground to mid-off and gets off the mark with a single. So Matthew Britsky is back on strike. Another set batter at the crease. 24 needed from 16. Surely Sunrisers Eastern Cape should get over the line. Although you never know, this is such a crazy game, T20 cricket. A game can twist and turn in the last moments. But micapetown have been knocked out. Can they win this game and keep their chances alive of getting out of the wooden spoon position? That is the big question mark. Britsky is on strike. Corbin Bosch coming around the wicket to Britsky. Full delivery, sliced it past point for 4. What risks this guy has, Matthew Britsky. Open the face of the bat. It's raced across towards deep point for 4. He is looking like he's going to take Sunrisers Eastern Cape over the line here. 7th boundary for Britsky. Now just 20 more runs needed. So looks like micapetown's nightmare season might end with a defeat here. 4th ball of the over coming up. Back over the wicket, and that's a good delivery. Britsky drives it back to the bowler. Another dot ball here from Corbin Bosch. Still having hopes on micapetown. A few supporters try to finish this tournament with a win. But 20 needed from 14 balls. The more boundaries they concede, the more tougher it will become to win this game, because Sunrisers Eastern Cape still have 8 wickets in hand as well. That partnership between Quinton de Kock and Matthew Britsky has really helped the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Gives himself room, looks to pull it away in a little bit of an inside edge towards deep fine leg, and Matthew Britsky picks up another single here. "19 needed from 13 now. Jordan Herman is back on strike. Still becoming a little tight here in all honesty. Penultimate over might become crucial. This is a big delivery. If Corbin Bosch can finish this over well without conceding a boundary, still it will be a tight equation. These kind of equations are very tight in T20 cricket. You never know which way it can go. It can go either way. Last ball of the over coming up. Bosch around the wicket. Herman goes down the ground to long on. They're going to push for 2 here. And they'll get it. Some fantastic running between the wickets. Another couple of runs to finish the over. So 8 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Quinton de Kock. And Sunrisers Eastern Cape are now 132 for 2 after 18 overs, needing 17 runs to win from the last 2 overs. So can Micapetown get a good penultimate over in here? Bring in more excitement. 17 needed from the last two overs is still a tricky kind of an equation. One good over can change the complexion of the game again. What a team Sunrisers Eastern Cape have been, and what a performance this has been. They won the toss, elected to bowl first. It's not an easy ground to chase, St. George's Park, but they have played outstandingly well. So who is going to bowl the penultimate over? That's the big question. Rabada is bowling the penultimate over. 17 to defend for Micapetown. Britsky on strike. Slow ball. Britsky cuts it away towards covers. Picks up just a single. Jordan Herman is back on strike. 16 needed from 11. This equation continues to get tricky here. 5 good balls, and you never know actually. You never know in this game. Yes, Sunrisers Eastern Cape have wickets in hand. Yes, a set batter Matthew Britsky is at the crease, but this kind of an equation we have seen teams struggle to chase down in T20 cricket. 16 from 11, you'd never know. Another couple of dot balls, 16 from 9, 16 from 8. It can become very, very tricky. That is the beauty of T20 cricket. So Jordan Herman has to find the boundary here. This might just go down to the last over is what I'm thinking. And once it goes down to the last over, you never know. Second ball of the over. Goes for a scoop, misses it. Dot ball here. 16 from 10 now. It's getting interesting here. I'm telling you, this game is not yet over. These kind of equations are always pressure on the chasing team. Without a doubt. They need to keep finding the boundaries, Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Another couple of dot balls here, and suddenly Micapetown will have the advantage. Gives himself room, he goes straight down the ground, he's hit that, he's cleared the boundary. He has cleared the boundary, that's a massive 6. A massive 6 in the massive 6 in the context of this game from Jordan Herman. A slow ball attempted by Rabada in the slot. And Jordan Herman with the most important 6 in this game. Now 10 needed from 9 balls. This time it's a short ball. Herman goes for a pull shot, misses it. Another dot ball here. 10 from 8. Still tricky. Still tricky, this equation. We need another boundary here, Sunrisers Eastern Cape. They've got the 6, but still some work to do. 10 from 8 is still a tricky equation. Mumbai Indians are known to defend these kind of equations. Although it won't matter to their playoff chances, but at least they can take some confidence. At least finish on a high, they say. 5th ball of the over coming up. Oh, good Yorker there. Herman giving himself room. Hits it down the ground to long on. Picks up another single. 9 needed from 7 now. 9 needed from 7. 8 runs from this over. A big delivery coming up last ball. If this doesn't go to the boundary, still anybody's game going into the last over. What a game this is turning out to be here. Micapetown out of the tournament. Sunrisers Eastern Cape targeting a top 2 finish, trying to win this game. Big delivery coming up the last ball. Britsky will look for a boundary. Oh, he goes over the top of the offside. It's over point. And that's 1 bounce 4. That's the boundary they wanted. And now it's under a run of all the equation. An expensive over from Rabada. 12 runs came from that over. And Sunrisers Eastern Cape are now 144 for 2 after 19 overs. Just needing 5 more runs to win from the last over. A crucial 6 from Jordan Herman and then a boundary to finish off that over from Britsky has brought the equation now back in favour for the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Now just 5 needed from the last over, and surely I think Micapetown are going down here. It's a matter of margins. 1 boundary here, 1 6 here and there, and the equation changes in favour of Sunrisers Eastern Cape. 5 needed now, and to make matters worse for Micapetown, they are having slow over rate, so they have to bring fielders inside. The circle. So who is going to bowl the last over here for Micapetown? They need to defend 5 here. Jordan Herman is on strike. 2 hits away basically. Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Corbin Bosch bowling the last over. Oh, that smashed back. Oh, I think Corbin Bosch got a hand on it but can't stop the single. Jordan Herman picks up the single to start the over. Matthew Britsky back on strike. 4 needed from 5. 1 boundary away from winning this. Just 1 boundary away from winning this now. Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Is there any last twists left in this game? So Matthew Britsky is back on strike. 64 from 53 balls for Britsky with 8 boundaries at a strike rate of 120.75. His partnership with Quinton de Kock could be the match-winning partnership for Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Are there any more twists left? Second ball of the over coming up. Can Corbin Bosch defend 4 runs from 5 balls? Second ball of the over coming up. Britsky comes down the wicket. He stoppaged it in the air. Is there any fielder there? No, it lands safely. They'll push for 2. How lucky was that? Completely mistimed it there, Britsky, but the ball has landed safely. Couple of runs to the total, and now just 2 more needed for Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Getting closer to victory here. Looks like Micapetown will finish at the bottom of the table in this SA20 season. Couldn't get the bonus point now, not able to get the win, I think. Four balls left, 2 runs needed. Surely, just knock it into the gap, pick up a couple of runs, I think. Third ball of the over coming up. He's pulled it, it's up in the air again. Now this time the fielder is there, takes the catch at mid-wicket. And another twist here. Matthew Britsky has been dismissed, went for the pull shot again. He was lucky on the previous delivery, it landed safely. But this time around he's hauled out at mid-wicket. And there's still more drama in this game here. Corbin Bosch picks up his 2nd wicket. Still 2 needed from 3 balls. What a game this is turning out to be. Goodness gracious me. He'll be thinking to himself, was that shot necessary? Just tap it into the gap, get 2 runs, finish off the game, but he went for a glory shot. Matthew Britsky is gone after a fantastic knock of 66 from 55 balls. And Sunrisers Eastern Cape are now 147 for 3 after 19.3 overs. So 3 balls left, 2 needed. Tristan Stubbs is the new batter to the crease. The captain has made his way out to the middle. Can he finish it off here? These kind of equations are always tricky for the chasing team. It's all about handling the pressure. Who handles the pressure better, they will win the game. Really, I really question that shot from Britsky actually. With only 2 runs needed from 4 balls, he could have just tapped it. But anyways, 4th ball of the over coming up. Stubbs on strike. Pulls it away, leg side, the Stubbs. Towards deep mid wicket. Are they going to push for 2? No, they are not. Just a single. And the scores are level now. Scores are level. Just 1 more run needed from 2 balls. MI need 2 dot balls or 2 wickets to take it to the super over. That's the maximum MI Cape Town can do from this situation. Tristan Stubbs gets off the mark with a single. And Jordan Herman, can he hit the winning runs? Just 1 run needed now. MI Cape Town, the nightmare season. Of course, it's coming to an end. Could there be another twist in this tale here? Another dot ball or a wicket will make it more interesting. Jordan Herman with the responsibility to hit the winning runs. 2 balls left. Corbin Bosch coming around the wicket to Jordan Herman. Can he finish it off? Jordan Herman on strike. 1 needed. Swings it leg side and that'll do it. It goes towards deep mid wicket. They pick up the single and that is it. Sunrisers Eastern Cape are over the line. They have won this match by 7 wickets with just 1 ball remaining. It got a little tight towards the end, but they were always looking good in the run chase. It is just the conditions that make these kind of run chases very tough in this particular ground. But the Sunrisers Eastern Cape end the group stages with the win and they go back into the top 2 and strengthen their chances of playing the qualifier 1. Meanwhile though, MI Cape Town are officially knocked out of the tournament. They needed to win this game with a bonus point, but MI Cape Town, they couldn't win it with the bonus point and they couldn't win the game as well. So double loss for MI Cape Town today, and they finish their season on a losing note. And MI Cape Town will finish with the wooden spoon in this SA20 League of 2025-26. Unfortunately, a disappointing campaign for MI Cape Town. They just couldn't get the wins when it was needed, and just 3 wins from 10 matches. MI Cape Town's tournament is done. So officially now the 4th playoff spot will be between the Durban Super Giants and the Joburg Super Kings. It's a simple scenario. Tomorrow the Joburg Super Kings will be playing against Paul Royals, and that is a do or die game as far as Joburg Super Kings are concerned. They need to win that game if they want to qualify for the playoffs. If Joburg Super Kings loses that game, then Durban Super Giants will qualify for the playoffs. So that is a simple scenario now. But Jordan Herman hitting the winning runs there. And Sunrisers Eastern Cape, it feels so good to win at home. They've had a few losses at home this season. They lost against the Paul Royals. They lost against Durban Super Giants at home. But the last 2 matches they have won at home. They beat the Joburg Super Kings at this venue, and now they have gotten over the line against MI Cape Town as well at this venue. And three times the teams have won chasing at this particular venue. That is a big achievement because the venue stats show that it's not easy to chase down totals at the St. George's Park. So credit to Sunrisers Eastern Cape, credit to Paul Royals and Durban Super Giants as well for winning their games at this particular venue. The Sunrisers Eastern Cape, they had lost a wicket early on, but then Quinton de Kock with an outstanding half century. Quinton de Kock and Matthew Britsky forming a partnership of 109 runs, which completely took the game away from micapetown. And in the end, Jordan Herman with an unbeaten cameo of 12 from 8 balls with 1 sixer. The most crucial 6 in this match was hit by Jordan Herman, has to be said, at a strike rate of 150. The celebrations for the Sunrisers Eastern Cape, they move back into the top 2, and they'll be hoping that tomorrow, if Pal Royals don't win their game against Joburg Super Kings with the bonus point, then Sunrisers Eastern Cape will play the qualifier 1 against the Pretoria Capitals, I guess. So that will be the scenario. I'll need to check the points table once again though. So many calculations actually. But for now, Sunrisers Eastern Cape end their group stages with a win. A comprehensive win by 7 wickets with 1 ball remaining. And they go back into the top 2, at least for now. micapetown are done, and micapetown will finish at the bottom of the table in the SA20 2025-26. So one more group stage match left in this SA20 tournament. Tomorrow the Joburg Super Kings will be up against the Pal Royals, and it's a simple, straightforward scenario for Joburg Super Kings, a must-win match if they want to qualify for the playoffs. We'll be back again to cover that match, and obviously the playoffs will follow after that. So until we come back again, please like, share and subscribe to our channel Runs and Views. Take care guys, cheers and good night from India.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.